Buy for a person in your life. Brown's Shoe Fit at 66th and Q in Lincoln.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevens & Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction slams expectations.
John Henry's has a brand new membership club to protect your entire home in one program. With a VIP and a deluxe option, we will help you find the plan that best fits your needs. Receive discounts on services and equipment, priority service, complimentary inspections, and so much more. Protect your home's plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical systems all in one membership. Call John Henry's to learn more.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air,
and Electrical.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contests, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe.
This is your year to win way more than bragging rights. At Warhorse Casino, your love of the game could earn you serious cash. The Pro Football Frenzy is free to play with cash prizes all season long, like up to $1,000 weekly, with your chance at $1 million, all while earning tier points and comp points every time you place a sports bet. Only at Warhorse Casino. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. Strap up your headgear and try not to hit the mat too hard. This is Takedown Tuesday with Nebraska Wrestling National Champion Ridge Lovett.
Oh my goodness, it hits up. Short time, right down to the wire. And the drought is over. Nebraska with a national champion for the first time since 2011. What started in Post Falls, Idaho, is punctuated in Philadelphia. Ridge Lovett in his 6th year, a title winner.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Powered by Stevens & Smith Construction and the Teammates Mentoring Program. With your look inside Husker Wrestling, here is your host, Ridge Lovett.
All right, welcome to Takedown Tuesday on 93.7 The Ticket. Takedown Tuesday on 93.7 is sponsored by Stevens Smith Construction. Stevens Smith Construction is an employee-owned company with nearly 250 employees with over 2,000 years of service combined. They lead the industry as a full-service concrete company specializing in residential and commercial foundations and flat work. Stevens Smith has locations in Lincoln, Omaha, and Kansas City, and you can learn more today at stevensmith.com. If you got any comments or questions, you can be a part of the show by texting our Sutter Heyman Jewelers text line at 402-464-5685 or by leaving a comment on our Facebook, X, or YouTube stream. So no Coach Manning today, but Ridge Lovett in the house. And joining me today, first time on the show?
Yes, sir.
First time on the show, we got James Grreen, assistant coach, former Husker, four-time All-American?
Four-time All-American. Yes,
How many world teams?
Seven senior world teams, 2 university world teams.
There we go. And some medals to boot.
Yeah, world bronze medalist and a silver medalist. So it's cool to be up here. I've never been in here.
I'm just fist bumping when legends come in the room. When you get legends in the room, the James Grreen.
Hey, thank you. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. We got a quick interruption from DP,
Yeah, it's nice being up here. It's, seeing you do your little radio host stuff. It's cool. I've watched a couple times, couple guys come through. So yeah, to be here it's real nice to be actually behind the mic and obviously representing the Huskers and getting people behind us and showing them what it's about.
Well, heck yeah. Thanksgiving just got done. We got a couple workouts in. Got workout number 3 in today. How are we feeling just back from Thanksgiving?
Oh man, as a coach, it's obviously different. So when you're an athlete, you gotta watch your weight. You might not be able to enjoy the food as much. So being able to kind of pig out now and spend time with my family and kids. We stayed here, hung out with Tyler Weeda and his family. And yeah, so coming back Sunday night, we have a little practice and really just working out the kinks and the break, trying to get back up to speed as we get ready for competition. So, and sometimes we had a snowstorm, so guys either late or missed practice. So just trying to get everybody here so we can get back up to speed because obviously we compete this weekend or on Friday, Missouri and Brown. So really it's a quick turnaround after your Thanksgiving break to get back here. Hopefully no one got hurt going home. People want to go back, see friends, go back in their old wrestling room, high school kids trying to beat you up or even young kids. So you're just trying to make sure you're healthy 24/7 when you get back. And then you're ready to go by the time it's time to compete. So it's all good.
And we've had a little bit of time off from national duels, right? And getting this little break. We had some guys who were banged up a little bit. So being able to kind of have a little bit of time off the mat for those guys, usually that's pretty good. Get those guys that are dinged up a little bit, give them some time to rest their body, heal up a little bit before we get back and get it going again.
Yeah, and also too, like I said, just the whole weight management part, right? Because some guys, last time we competed, we had a little break, so we're making sure that you keep your weight down, not getting too big, obviously not starving yourself and staying too small, but happy medium. So it's good to just make sure that everyone's on the same page and no one's got to do too many workouts.
Yeah, right. That was always part of the little juggling act of being on the wrestling team was, trying to enjoy your holiday, but at the same time not going too crazy. But one day won't kill you. It might make it a little bit tougher, but one day is not going to kill you. But yeah, this Friday, first duel is at 6. Round at 6.
Yep, and then we turn basically right back around and wrestle again. So it's always nice when you just one way in and you get a couple matches instead of just kind of weigh in and break and then got to weigh in the next day or Friday, Sunday kind of deal. So just one way in, get 2 solid matches in, and nice again another break until our big weekend of UNC and Oklahoma State. So it's good time. I think our schedule is really good this year, especially with the national duels. Typically we go to Vegas and then have our break. So I think it's been a great balance of hard competition break. So
Vegas is usually around this time.
Yeah, I think it's actually this Friday.
Okay.
Or Thursday, Friday, whatever the days are. But yeah, we usually, come back from Thanksgiving, get ready. Or shoot, we didn't ever really have a Thanksgiving. You can go home if you're in driving distance. But yeah, it's a quick turnaround and then you're off to Vegas. So this time we're just going 6 hours down the south a little bit to Missouri and get a couple matches in and be back.
We were talking about that last week on the show and on both shows, on All In and on this one, about this was my second Thanksgiving at home since I came to college. So since 2019, this was my second Thanksgiving. Yeah. All the other ones going over to Coach Mo's. Them all.
Yeah, I don't think I went to Texas one time. and that's because my aunt bought the flight.
Mhm.
But I went down there and was able to get back. But yeah, Coach Manning's hosted a lot of Thanksgivings, but that's what it's about, for real.
Man. So Brown first, and they're okay. They're tough. They're going to be able to wrestle, but Mizzou's really the big one for this weekend.
Yeah, Mizzou, Big 12. Nebraska used to wrestle them all the time. And they got a decent lineup. They were down at national duels. They beat some teams. And just like anyone else, everyone was banged up. So they battle tested and got some good wins and good matchups. But I think we match up well with them. They're good. We're good, and I think we're just a little better at some weights that we should get our hand raised. So it's always good to just get competition that you wouldn't get during the year. And typically, that's when we're going to Vegas to wrestle some guys that we won't see.
Mhm.
So to wrestle them, kind of hopefully get your hand raised and have that in your back pocket when it comes to like nationals and seedings is a big deal. So I think Brown and Missouri, they'll obviously we're coming off returning national runner ups, so everyone's trying to beat us. So they're going to be ready to compete, and I think most of the guys on the team are looking forward to it anyway. Everyone wants to get back on the mat, especially after our national duels performance. So I'm excited for the guys. I'm excited for everybody.
And usually at this point in the season, usually it'd be next week. A lot of guys come out of Cliff Keen a little dinged up,
Mhm.
right? You're getting after your early season duels, which usually aren't your best competition yet, right? We get to go out to Navy. There's some decent teams out there, so you get some tough matches, some tough individual matchups. But a lot of times it's Cliff Keen. That's the first big one where you're wrestling kids who are going to be ranked in the top 10, going to be ranked in the top 5 even. But being able to get that even a little bit earlier this year with national duels, and national duels was a great event.
Oh,
that
yeah.
was super fun to watch.
Yeah.
Especially from a spectator standpoint. I got to sit up in the stands, was there for all the sessions. It was a lot of fun.
Duels are amazing. I mean, and in that aspect, it's different from our home duels or away duel. You're like across the way from the other team, but this one you're like right next to them. Their bench is right next to your bench, and the fans are right behind you. So you got people cheering for you, obviously cheering for them. And then the guy you just wrestled is literally sitting right next to you. So it's a great atmosphere. I had a good time, and like you said, it was good to get those matches out because by this time of the year, a lot of people are dinged up. I think, shoot, Vegas last year, you had did you wear a brace or you had to for a little bit?
I didn't wear it there.
Yeah.
I got hurt right before that.
Right. So it's like this is that time, that break period where, either people are coming off a break or probably just need it. And that's just being a part of coaching and knowing when to rest your guys, when to push your guys, and how to approach every duel. So
And we talked a little bit about that during preseason about like what it really takes to kind of like harden your body and get, because like getting your lungs into shape, that happens pretty quickly.
Right.
Most of the time during the summer, you kind of get the first couple blows in and it's like, okay, yeah, I can make it through the whole practice now. Like I'm good to go. I feel good. At the end of practice, I'm recovering quickly, but it takes a little bit more with your body, getting your body ready to really take on what is the college wrestling season, because it's long. We're going to be scrapping for 5 months, right? And at the beginning of the year, your body's still a little soft, right? You get little shoulder things, little knee things. For me, it was always seemed like it was my ribs, just kind of little.
Yeah. I mean, we're the only sport where in our window, you have to maintain your weight. So obviously, that can kind of play against you when you're trying to perform to your best ability, but also weight management. So the injuries might come a little more as opposed to in the summer when you're just not restricting your diet so much and you can just kind of scrap, train, get after it, compete, come back, and as I compete freestyle, it's so different. The last time I competed was last month and I won't weigh in again. So I can get my body recovered, don't have to worry about my weight until who knows the next time I compete. Yeah, right. So it's just different. Every weekend you're either weighing in once or twice, every week. So it's hard to maintain and make it to the end of March and get your hand raised, win a title, win a Big Ten title. So my hat goes off to all the wrestlers that stick with it, continue to day in, day out, compete for this sport. It's a hell of a sport, and it takes a lot mentally, physically, um, and not too many people could do it.
Yeah, for real. It takes a different kind of person to be able to compete through an entire college wrestling season, right? It takes a lot of dedication with the weight stuff, but also wrestling is just hard. Wrestling is without the weight stuff is just a hard thing to do day in, day out, being committed to that grind where you're doing the weights after you just had a killer practice this morning, right? A lot of stuff plays into that with managing the school stuff, right? You got a lot on your plate. So big hats off to those guys that are really, sticking to it. We did it, so we get it. Come on now. But there's a few individual matchups. One in particular that I'm real excited for this weekend, and it's Silas and with his Mizzou matchup with Aiden Sinclair. Right, that's a top 10 matchup, and didn't hit in national duels. Both of them were in some tight matches. Right, 184 is kind of looking like the weight class this year.
Man, it's got. I think everybody's in it. Everyone could win on any given Sunday, and Silas, seasoned vet, and Sinclair's coming off of his first year, where I think he might have wrestled 97 a lot last year, and then made his way down 84. And he's real. He's got a lot of tricks. I mean, he's his coach Ben Askren, scramble master, and I think as long as that's what the beauty of the sport is. Like, how can I wrestle my best? Make this guy wrestle into my wheelhouse, whereas I'm not going too much into where his wheelhouse, and he's coming out on top. And if I do, I'm prepared and ready to, win the scramble, win the tricky positions that he might be a little bit better in or more comfortable in. But I believe that's what the coaching staff's about. Everyone's watching tape, watching film, and then your teammates, your partners are trying to give you looks to help prepare. And I think matchups like these are what competitors look forward to. It's like you said, top 10 matchup. He's thinking about it. We're thinking about it. Whole country's watching who's going to win this. Is he going to do something that, we haven't seen happen? Is it going to be close? It's going to be tight. So there's just so many different possibilities, and you just want your guy to win. So you try and get him prepared to your best ability. And, I think Silas on these kind of matches, he's just a different kind of cat, and he usually puts his head down and walks into the flame, and regardless, he's going to try his best. And I think obviously I'm always going to pick Silas, so I'm excited for that match. And not to put pressure on him, that's one of those things where you wish you could start at 197 or something, so we can end the match with a bang. But either way, I'm excited for it.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one. I've talked with Silas. He's got a game plan. He knows that it's going to be a tough match. And at the Division I level, every match is going to be tough. Yeah. And especially when you're wrestling one of those top ranked guys who we've seen have success at the high school level, and we've seen him have some success at this level. He knocked off McAnally from Minnesota in national duels, and he's real defensive. Silas is real offensive. So hopefully, we can get out there and Silas can open him up and really start firing off those attacks. Another one that I was pretty excited for was either one that they send out at 141 with Brock. The Seth Mendoza kid had a bunch of success in high school, tough. He was a blue chip recruit, highly recruited. Or Josh Edmond, right? Real explosive, but Brock's so good.
I think Brock's he's one of my favorite wrestlers to watch. He's a wizard. I mean, he just makes, when people talk about the art of wrestling, it's cool. I mean, he does like the art. When you're watching him, he's like flowing like a Bruce Lee, like water. So whether he's snapping, he's moving his feet, might not be the strongest or the fastest, but the way he wrestles, he just puts it all together, and he gets strong. He's fast to the legs. So I think anytime Brock steps on the mat, he's a favorite to win, just because he can scramble so much. He can pin you, he can get to your leg, he can turn you. Just when his headspace is in the right frame. So I'm very confident in Brock, and I'm excited for his season. Whoever they send out, but the young kids have just been proving themselves, and knocking dudes off left and right. And
the young bucks are
Yeah.
coming out firing so far this
you got to
season.
make sure they're ready, man. And it's tough when they're trying to prove themselves, and you've been here for a while, and you might be like, who is this dude? He ain't been here. He don't know what it's like. But at the same time, they're foaming at the mouth. They're ready. So you got to stay on your toes and just be ready to fight for 6 minutes, 7 minutes. And yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I think if you want to send out the guy that's going to wrestle and compete at the, NCAAs, because I believe they're going to redshirt
Mendoza.
Yeah, Mendoza.
Yeah.
So, you want to get your guy a feel. You want to get a feel for Brock and see how that goes.
Yeah, and especially with the 5 matches and keeping your red shirt,
Mhm.
picking and choosing. Like,
Yeah.
if something happens to Edmond down the line, being able to bring this guy in and use those 5 matches when you
Yeah.
need them, when that would be a blank spot in your lineup.
Yeah.
But either one of those kids, I'd be excited to see Brock go out there and scrap, because he's a wizard. He flows so well, and he just has a different style of wrestling. Right, you're gonna have Edmond, who's gonna be out there shooting blast doubles, looking to get body locks, and Brock's gonna be out there using his feet, his hands, tripping him, and just snagging points left and right.
Yeah.
So either one of those will be awesome. And with that, we'll send you the break. You listen to Takedown Tuesday on 93.7 The Ticket.
All right, Lincoln, if you're a diesel technician who's ready to earn up to $40 an hour and you're tired of working nights and weekends, listen up. Inland Truck Parts and Service is hiring experienced diesel technicians right here in Lincoln, and they're offering what every hardworking tech wants. Monday through Friday hours, no nights, no weekends, and paid training on advanced diesel technology. With 37 locations across 12 states, career advancement opportunities are endless. Start building towards your future and apply today at inlandtruck.com. That's inlandtruck.com. Or text APPLY to 785-369-1320.
All ticketing options for the 2026 Love Nebraska season are now available. Single match tickets start as low as $16, even cheaper if you want to bring a group. Don't miss your chance to see professional stars like Jordan Larson and Lexi Rodriguez in action this season. Purchase your preferred ticketing option today by visiting lovneb.com/tickets.
Did you know that deer collisions are covered under the comprehensive portion of your car insurance? That means, like with hail damage or vandalism, since they are out of your control, they don't usually raise your insurance rates. And that's a good thing, since most deer don't carry liability insurance. At Eustace Body Shop, we fixed all kinds of animal collision damage, from cows to raccoons, bobcats, and even turkeys. We can't do much for the animal, but we can get your car back on all fours and looking like new again.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevens & Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction slams expectations.
Anderson Ford in Lincoln has 2 convenient locations, which means 2 times the customer service, 2 times the inventory, and 2 times the ability to get you in the car of your dreams. Whether you visit us on the north side or the south side, you'll find more selection and a team that's always on your side. When you're looking for a better way to buy your next Ford, visit Anderson Ford in Lincoln, where exceptional service meets unbeatable selection.
Mike, the insurance company wants us to replace the roof.
Wait, what? I thought everything was fine.
Yeah, it says right here our roof is too old and they won't be able to cover us anymore.
I guess it is 15 years old. Hi, I'm Austin with Roofing Service Company. We help homeowners with their roofing and siding projects. Financing options are available, and we can get you under a new roof no time at all. If this sounds like you, visit roofingservicecompany.com. That is roofingservicecompany.com.
Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services is here to help you protect things that are most important to you. Whether it's your home, your family, or your future, Jack Russell has the proven experience to get the job done while developing authentic relationships with you. Give Jack a call today at 402-421-9100. Again, that's 402-421-9100. Or visit one of his 2 locations in Lincoln or Seward and learn how you can excel in the complicated world of insurance. Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services, a trusted and well-respected representative since 1999.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Coppell Chevrolet GMC, the #1 fastest growing GMC dealer in the Omaha and Lincoln area. We are going to keep this train rolling in a big way with new half-ton and 4x4 pickup trucks starting at $12,500 off list price or 0% financing. You heard that right, $12,500 off list price or 0% financing. You pick which one works better for you. Please stop on in the dealership and meet the team or check us out at coppellcars.com. Stock number C280930. All deals with approved credit.
Tune in to Outside the Box from 4 to 5 p.m. for everything you need to know about the Lincoln Stars. Join head coach Rocky Russo and play-by-play voice Alex Byrne as they sit down with special player guests to tell the story of the Lincoln Stars and give you all the news and notes you need from around the USHL. That's Outside the Box with the Lincoln Stars on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see mostly sunny skies with a light breeze and an afternoon high near 34. Tonight, a chance of flurries, otherwise increasing cloud cover, low around 24. And tomorrow, a slight chance of snow showers, otherwise mainly cloudy and windy, with a high near 31. I'm meteorologist Kyle Fletcher for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
John Henry's has a brand new membership club to protect your entire home in one program. With a VIP and a deluxe option, we will help you find the plan that best fits your needs. Receive discounts on services and equipment, priority service, complimentary inspections, and so much more. Protect your home's plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical systems all in one membership. Call John Henry's to learn more.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air.
And electrical.
With your look inside Husker Wrestling, here is your host, Ridge Lovett, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back to Takedown Tuesday on 93.7 The Ticket. Ridge Lovett, James Green, breaking it down for you. From the social media line, yes, Cam Steed is back, so that'll be an All-American battle at 174. Both of them All-Americans last year at 165. Tofi Minto, 3rd place. Cam Steed, 7th place. And during the break, me and James were kind of talking about Cam Steed a little bit. You know, he's a guy, depending on which Cam Steed shows up, could have a barn burner, or, you know, it could be dominant win for Tofi.
I mean, it's got the whole story. They both are up a weight too, you know. And burst on the scene last year, All-American, kind of talking about before the young guys taking out the old guys, and now they're kind of not quite the old guys, but they've been around. Mm-hmm. You know, they've been to the big show. They've shown that they can compete with the top guys. Minto just seems to always continue to improve. So I'm big on Christopher Minto, and yeah, we'll see how Cam Steed he wrestles. Like we were talking about, you know, who knows what happens over break. Well, he could be banged up. You never know what anybody's going through. So we'll see. But Minto, he's always, again, just like all the competitors, he's excited to compete against the top guys and show that he is the top guy. He is a big dog. So I'm excited for him. Excited for everybody.
Yeah, you always know which Tofi Minto is going to show up. And it's always the one with the killer attitude, ready to go out there and find his way to a win. Also, Max Mayfield from Lincoln made the transfer over from Northwestern. He'll be Mizzou's 65-pounders. Getting to see him wrestle with LJ Ruja. Super, super tough freshman for us who, you know, same thing it seemed as with most of the guys on our team out there in national duels. Got banged up a little bit, but he's back feeling good. I haven't got to wrestle with him since we got back from break, but you know, LJ's tough. He's crafty, he's slick, and that's another one that, you know, Nebraska fans can be excited for. We got a local kid going to be out there representing Missouri and one of our new young guns.
Yeah, LJ's even when he's a freshman, he traveled a lot with us, so he was excited. He was excited for his turn to put on a brass singlet, wrestle for the Huskers. And it's funny because we talk about his warm-up. Like, he's one of those guys. Some guys warm up and they're like kind of looking cool, but, you know, they're a little nervous. But you can see he's just fired up, pacing back and forth. He just can't wait for the whistle to blow. So I'm sure, too, just knowing, like, this guy's from Nebraska, and I'm sure he's going to have some Nebraska fans that's probably cheering for him. LJ's just going to take that and be fired up even more. So, yeah, excited for him and the rest of his season, and I think he's going to do big things. We'll be cheering loud for him in March and Big Tens, Nationals. I think he's just got a bright future.
He kind of, the way that he wrestles, he kind of reminds me of Brock a little bit.
Yeah,
With
yeah.
some of the stuff that he does, they're kind of built the same. LJ's bigger,
Right.
but they
long can scramble, rolls around,
Mhm.
can cradle you or pin you from anywhere. Shoot, at national duels, he was on his
Yup.
butt. Something I ain't never seen. I'm pretty sure in the video, I'm like saying, "No, LJ, don't do it." And he just
It was nice. I was jumping up and down cheering out because it kind of it turned the tide back in that duel.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, it started off, AK came out firing, wrestled Sheldon Seymour real tough, top ranked guy, knocked off Luke Lillydahl, the number 1 seed of the national tournament last year, found his way onto the podium. So AK went out there, wrestled good. Van D came out and does what Van D does. And he has another tough match this weekend too.
Yeah.
Their 33 pounders crazy.
Yeah, he was another guy. He's sends the whole kitchen sink. He wrestled Lucas Bird, and both times he's had him on his back. So he's one of those guys, like, you got to be prepared. You got to wrestle smart because you never know when he's playing possum. He might be putting his head down, might be tired, and then he's trying to throw you on your back or cradle you. So, yeah, Van D, I'm sure he's itching to get that match going too. Especially, he took a little break. He was dinged up a little bit, so he's ready to go.
I did get a wrestle with him yesterday. We were doing some top bottom goes, and Van D's freaking tough, dude.
Man,
he's one of those kids on the team that he's another one. You always know what Jake Van D's going to show up.
Yeah.
He's going to come out whether he feels good, feels horrible, his hand's broken, he doesn't care. He's going to come out there and he's going to put it all on the line and scrap every single time. And that's the kind of competitor that you really kind of fall in love with watching, is someone that you know is going to come out there and just give you everything they have every single time. And that's something that you can expect from most of our lineup.
Yeah, I think I'm about to say it's like a culture thing, and it just starts from every guy in the lineup, and the young guys watching these guys wrestle. They see how they're competing, and obviously they want to get out there. They're seeing how much effort and how much energy they're putting into competing the best. So, when Van D's graduates and whoever comes in, they're gonna be fired up just like that, just because they've seen what Van D's been doing. So they want to continue that and build on it. So it's cool to see, especially as an alumni. And I left Nebraska for a little bit, came back, and just to see how the culture has changed and everyone's bought in. So it's really, really cool.
Yeah, in my time here, it does feel like the feel in the room is completely different than when I first got here.
Yeah.
Right. When my first year here, our team was super tough. We took second at Big Tens. Nationals got canceled, but we were tough, and a bunch of just hard nosed kids who were ready to go out there and find their way to wins. But the culture on the team, I think, in big part to Brock Hardy with wrestling is fun.
Yeah.
Right. Kind of trying to bring out that kid in all of us again.
Right.
Like, hey, remember why we're doing this, right? That, along with Tervel and the way that he can kind of speak that motivation into existence for us and kind of break down those like complex feelings that you have and just make everything feel real simple. The coaching staff and the guys on the team, we've done a real good job of that.
Yeah.
And you can see it. You could see it last year at Nationals, right? And national duels, you didn't quite get that feeling, but you know what? There's bumps along the road on always, but
yeah, I mean, we've typically always kind of have that one little down where we're like, all right, let's go back. We got a little humbled, shake it off, and then boom, we're back in it, taking off like we never left. So not worried. I'm excited for everybody. I think too, just kind of back on the culture thing, it's like since I've been back, just seeing that everybody putting in the summer. So kind of how you said, falling in love with the sport. Before, I feel like when I was on the team, we had some guys like, man, we wrestled. Now I need a break. So I'm gonna go home, or I'm gonna go on vacation, or I'm just not be in the wrestling room as much. And now it's like it was damn near our whole team was like in the wrestling room this summer. So that's cool to see, just everybody, whether there was a practice or you just, I'm always working out and going up there, and there's just someone in the room, whether it's one group, two group. We even got guys, in the summer they had their little Sunday imams and whatnot. So that's just cool to see, man. It's exciting.
And so with our team right now, the big question mark is at 125. We have two guys competing for the spot, right? Both of them successful high school guys, both of them great competitors, right? And being able to talk to Caleb Smith as he was going through, and we've had him on the show a couple times when we were doing our all in show. What it takes to really be like the Energizer Bunny, right? In our post match show after our Army duel, we had Liam sit down, Caleb sit down. We were kind of talking to them about that, and what kind of advice could you give to those guys where there's bumps along the way, they're both brand new to the lineup, and also being that guy who has to kind of jumpstart the team, right? We were super fortunate with Liam, Caleb Smith being those Energizer Bunnies who come out from walkout song all the way till they're done wrestling, being able to kind of get everybody fired up with the way that they wrestle. So like, what can you say to those guys who are not only having to start the duel off, but also in the same time in that starting battle still?
Yeah, it's tough, because like you said, our 125 is kind of back and forth, and I think that plays a little bit into it. So not only are they trying to hype up the team, but they're trying to be like, hey, I'm the guy. I'm gonna be out here competing for the Huskers every time I'm wearing the N on my chest. But at the same time, it's you're a tone setter. So if regardless or not, whoever gets the nod to wrestle, they just have to make sure that they wrestle with high intensity, high pace, high energy. Win or lose, like you're just setting the tone, and it's just all about effort because once you set that effort, once you set the tone, like I'm gonna put my hands on this guy, I'm gonna hand fight him, I'm gonna move him around the mat. Van D's in the back, he's seeing that, he's getting fired up. He's feeding off of that. But also too, if you don't do that, then it's like now Van D, he might be like, I gotta get everybody fired up. He's almost getting a little bit even more amped up as opposed to him seeing whoever's in front of him set the tone and kind of relax everyone. Like, okay, they just went out and did it, so I'm gonna go do that too. But also it's cool because we were in this position, last year. Minto, 165 is like we had two good guys, and that's what wrestling's about. Competition. They're on the same team. They're brothers at the end of the day, and not only are they going to push each other, but then they have Caleb Smith, who they've both had great practices against Caleb. So it's just kind of about bringing that same attitude, that same toughness to the mat, their competition. And I think, once we get rolling, put a couple together, that it'll get easier for them. And like we always say in Nebraska, or not always, because again, since I've been back, culture's changed. And I started like loving the saying that, we're not finished products. And to go back to my own career, shoot, I started off, I lost my first two matches, and those like same thing is like, oh, is this guy ready? And then you just keep going back to the drawing board and putting in the work. And then at the end of the year, nobody's gonna remember what happened, national duels or what was happening in the room, who won the wrestle off, or they're just gonna know that hey, you battled through, you're battle tested, and you made it. You're all American. You got your hand raised. So
what does that breakthrough moment look like? Like what did that look like for you?
So it could be different for everyone. I think it's just like I think I had a tough match that I won, but it was like I got through the hard part because before I wanted it to be easy. So I'm like, I wanted to, if I'm in on a leg, that I'm gonna get the takedown. So it was like one of those matches where it was sticky and I had to like wrestle the whole 7 minutes. I think I might have even had to go get a takedown or something like that. But like I did it and I'm like, okay, all right, I can do it. So this is what it's like. Like, it's not that hard thing. Like you just did it. So just, get back into that environment, get back into that feeling and reproduce it. And then just get comfortable being uncomfortable. So you're ready for those moments when it gets sticky. But once that happened, then I think it's just like you got over the hump. You take one match at a time, and it gets easier to just get hyped up for that, right? You did it. You already got your hand raised. Like you're not you you taking some losses. You're not protecting anything. You're not going to be undefeated. So just keep grinding away. Keep getting after it.
Yeah, because that same moment happened for me in a loss.
Yeah.
Right, my freshman year, I rattled off 5 straight losses. That was not a lot of fun. But one of them, it was when we went to Wisconsin. It was a tough road trip. I think our flight got canceled in Chicago, so we never even got on the plane in Lincoln. They're like, "Hey, your next flight's canceled. What do you guys want to do?" So, we were thinking, "Oh yeah, like we're off this weekend. Let's go." Yeah, right. Coach Manning went down there renting some vans. And we were in it on our way up to Wisconsin. And, it threw some hiccups in the weight cut stuff. And then so the weight cut was terrible. Then we got there and I was wrestling number 1 ranked Seth Gross. And I was scared to go out there because I was like, I'm wrestling number 1 kid in the country. I was there when he won his national title. I was in Cleveland. I watched it happen, or in St. Louis, whenever it was. I think it was in Cleveland. That was him and Tariq's match. Is that the year that he won it?
I think so.
He beat Miocic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because he lost to Iowa kid who threw brands. Yep. Yep, in St. Louis. But I watched this kid win his national title, and I was going out there and I was terrified. And I ended up getting majored, but it was because I didn't want to lose bad was my thought. And I had multiple opportunities to score that I just didn't take because I was nervous and I was scared. And then after the match, I was like, you know what? Like, I wrestled like a coward. I am at this level. Like I can really do this.
Yeah.
And then to reward me for that, they gave me Seth Gross, or they gave me Roman Bravo Young, and then they gave me Austin DeSanto right after that. And both of those were super tight matches, and I wrestled well. So coming out of those 3 losses, my confidence was actually through the roof. I was like, you know what? Like the first one was bad because I didn't wrestle well, and I knew that I could have been in that match if I would have went out there and sent it. And now I know that I'm at this level and I can really go out there and compete. So like you were saying, it can come in different ways for every single kid, and just really looking for one of those breakthrough moments for one of these guys. And I think that's really what it's going to take, is one of them to kind of put their foot down, step up and be like, you know what? No, I'm going to be the guy and I'm going to prove it today. And go out there and really attack something. And, this Mac Mauger, kid from Idaho, I'm good buddies with. I coached him to 5 Fargo titles. Wow. Right. The kid's good. So this weekend will be, both of them are on the travel list. So we'll get maybe we'll see both of them. Maybe we'll see one. We'll see how that goes. That's up to the boss man once we get there. Yeah. But, great opportunities to compete and great opportunity to really attack and showcase what they've been working on, what they can do, and, continue competing for that starting spot.
Yeah. Whoever gets the nod, they're going to be ready. So I got faith in them both and love to see them compete.
That's what I'm saying. With that, we'll send you guys to break. Takedown Tuesday on 93.7 The Ticket.
When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevens & Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction slams expectations.
Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services is here to help you protect things that are most important to you. Whether it's your home, your family, or your future, Jack Russell has the proven experience to get the job done while developing authentic relationships with you. Give Jack a call today at 402-421-9100. Again, that's 402-421-9100. Or visit one of his 2 locations in Lincoln or Seward and learn how you can excel in the complicated world of insurance. Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services, a trusted and well-respected representative since 1999.
Facing a family legal matter? Call Cordell & Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL or visit CordellCordell.com to schedule your consultation.
There's a lot on the line in divorce. This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell, the largest family law firm in the country, with over 35 years of helping clients navigate divorce. But being big doesn't mean less personal or less local. Our attorneys live and work in your community, and as neighbors, they understand the challenges your families face. Divorce touches all areas of your life: your home, savings, retirement, and of course, kids. So when you find yourself facing divorce, you need a partner you can count on. Visit CordellCordell.com to schedule your consultation.
If you or anyone you care about is facing divorce, contact Cordell and Cordell today. With over 100,000 clients served, we understand the challenges you're facing on a personal level. Call Cordell and Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL. That's 1-855-GET-LEGAL. 1221 N Street, Lincoln.
Winter is just around the corner. Is your vehicle ready? Don't get left out in the cold. At A1 Automotive, we prep your car for whatever winter throws your way here in Nebraska. For battery checks, to brake inspections, tires, heaters, whatever your car needs to keep you and your family safe on the road, we've got you covered. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
The 2026 Love Nebraska schedule is here. Season 2 features 10 opportunities to catch your home team in Nebraska, with 9 at Baxter Arena and 1 at the Heartland Events Center in Grand Island. More matches means more chances to see your favorite pro volleyball athletes, like Lexi Rodriguez and Jordan Larson. Check out the full schedule by visiting lovebneb.com/schedule.
Hi, I'm Steve Carper for O Street Carpet. For Christmas, we're doing everything possible to help you spruce up your home without making a dent in your holiday budget. If you need new wood flooring, new carpet, ceramic tile, vinyl, area rugs, or custom blinds, you want to shop at O Street Carpet. We offer 12 months same-as-cash financing, Lincoln's best selection in stock, free in-home measuring, and we'll install it right away. 1732 O Street. We want to make you a customer for life.
Have you heard about Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center? Located at 7555 Pioneers Boulevard, Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center offers compassionate, patient-focused care and provides outpatient surgery services, making it possible to have non-emergency surgery and return home the same day. Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center specializes in cardiology, vascular radiology, orthopedics, pain management, and much, much more. Give them a call today at 402-261-1085 or online at amimaging.com.
And now, introducing the starting lineup of your Nebraska Huskers, starring Allo Fiber. At number 1, Allo Internet. At number 2, no satellite dish required. DirecTV through Allo. And at number 3, Allo Mobile. Allo Fiber, the official internet, TV, and mobile partner of Husker Nation. Level up your game and go to allofiber.com/Husker Radio.
Join Landmark Implement, your local John Deere dealer, for upcoming Parts and Service Expo events. Get 12% off parts the day of your local event. Can't make it? You can still save 10% on parts and 20% off planter parts December 1st through the 12th. It's the best time of the year to stock up on oil and filters. Grab John Deere gifts for under the tree and schedule your service inspections. Don't miss out. These deals only come around once a year at Landmark Implement. Find your nearest expo at landmarkimp.com and experience the Landmark difference.
There's only one place this holiday season to shop for the sports fan in your life and get cash back for slightly used sports items you don't need anymore. Play It Again Sports. Check out their selection of new and used items, including home fitness equipment like treadmills, exercise bikes, and ellipticals, and get your lift on with 3 weights, benches, and racks to add to your home gym. And don't forget, if you have anything slightly used to trade in, they'll give you instant cash. Holiday shopping starts and ends at Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Hey guys, Nick Stainert here. Join me and Jay Foreman this Friday, December 5th, for a special edition of Old School from 3 to 6 p.m. at Liquid Assets Sports Bar and Grill. We're raising awareness and funds for the Nebraska Greats Foundation, and we'll have many former Husker greats in attendance to promote as well. That's Old School this Friday at Liquid Assets Sports Bar and Grill at 27th and Jamie Lane, sponsored by Alpha Wealth Advisors.
In every office, there's 2 types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe. With your look inside Husker wrestling, here is your host, Ridge Lovett, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to Takedown Tuesday on 93.7 The Ticket. I'm your host, Ridge Lovett. With me, Nebraska assistant coach James Grreen. Last segment, so pretty much covered what we got going on this weekend. Brown, 6 p.m. Friday. Following that, right after Mizzou. That's looking to be a fire duel. That one I'm excited for. Not going to make the trip down. I'm going to be watching that one from the couch, little armchair quarterback, yelling at my guys through the TV. But I'll be supporting them in the group chat, so we'll be good. But yeah, you want to talk to us a little bit about what you've been having going on?
Oh man, yeah. So it's funny too because I'm still competing, and every time we go out or like we're at national duels, and people are like, "Oh, nice to see you. So what are you doing now?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm on staff in Nebraska," but I'm still competing and coaching. So that's the balance, the juggle, and then how I mentioned before, freestyle is a little different than folk style, just because they kind of switched it a little bit to almost they had this like NASCAR system where the ranking series, you wrestle a tournament, you try and get some points. And not only that, because USA Wrestling, our world team trials aren't until June. So typically the first ranking series is like February, then the second one is March. April is our US Open. So you're trying to make the world team. And then if you make the world team, you would go to the next ranking series or the Continental. So if you accumulate these points, that gives you a seeding at the World Championships. So, but then you have to be the world team guy. So there's been plenty of times where people accumulate some points, win some ranking series or get medals, and then they just don't make the world team. So, yeah, right now, the nice thing about it is that I'm training with the Huskers and coaching them. So all the workouts those guys do, I'm doing. I'm right there. I probably don't lift as much. I think being a father of two, I got a little dad strength, so I don't have to lift that much. But
I remember the first night that kicked in. Come on, we were right here in Lincoln for Final X. That was a good day.
Yeah. So it's tough and trying to juggle like when the next time I'm competing. I wrestled on the Real American Freestyle card. What was that? Early November, and then that was just one duel. So next competition hopefully will be in February. But then sit down, talk with Manning, talk with the coaching staff, try and see what works best before deciding when I'm gonna compete. But yeah, the RTC life
It's different.
It's different.
It's different.
It's different.
Right.
So,
Me and Kayla were kind of going through that right now, first year out. And
Yeah,
it's like, okay,
yeah.
when are we going to compete? January, maybe? No.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. February, maybe. Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe February, but for sure in May.
you go from competing every week to just like, all right, when's the next one?
Mm-hmm.
All right, compete 2 months off, 3 months off. All right, compete again. And it's just difficult because obviously the best competition is like overseas, international. So got to get on a plane, jet lag. You're there for 2-3 days before the competition. You wrestle. It's a 2-day event. Then you're back. So before I got into coaching, it was like that was what I was doing. Is like you go over there, you try and almost line it up to where you could almost stay. You get a competition in, then go to another country, wrestle again, then you come home. Then it's a little break. So I think we have some of the guys are thinking about going to a training camp in January.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. I always kind of wait and then talk to Manning or see how I'm feeling. Like maybe I should go out and kind of focus freestyle wrestling. Obviously, it's different than folk style wrestling, and just get a little attention to detail of that, and just to be around, you guys, the younger guys who are fresh on the scene, and see how I can help you. So
Because it is a different feel going from that Friday, Sunday, competing all the time. Your weight's always down to now it's kind of like your next competition's kind of in limbo. Maybe you get picked up on an RAF card. If not, it's really US Open, World Team Trials. Those are the two that really matter. And what I found is it's kind of hard to stay like it's hard to keep the focus, right? When you're in college, you have all those competitions. So it's like one's done, boom, you're already dialed into the next one.
Yeah.
Okay, I can make these little tweaks. Next week, I get another chance and to get another shot at it to go out there and compete. But now it's kind of like, okay, I'm training right now, but it's like almost like I'm not even in preseason yet.
Yeah.
I'm just, for me right now, I feel like I'm in where the college guys were during the summer. Like we still got a little bit of time. We're just kind of working through some stuff. But at the same time, like everyone around me is full go competition this week and ready to go. But it is kind of nice because it's real stress free.
Yeah.
Right. Get to go in and just help some dudes out. Like tomorrow I'm with Chance doing an individual, getting him ready to go for second semester. But it's got a little bit of a different feel to it.
There's definitely a lot more ownership too. And some people can do it and adapt to it. And I think really it's just getting used to the whole not competing every time.
Which
So,
it's hard.
yeah.
I love to compete. I really
yeah.
want to go out there and wrestle. But at the same time, it's like, okay, the opportunities are limited. Right. And I passed up on one with the Bill Farrell. And like looking back on it, it's like, dang, like that. We were looking at some tournaments, maybe January, February, but now it's like maybe Nos was like, I wish I would have done that. But at the same time, opening night, that first Army duel, that was sick.
Yeah, you would have been looking back like, dang, I wish I was there.
They had JB in the house, Terrence Crawford in the house, the governor was there, banners getting hung. That was a good time.
Yeah, you can't miss that. But I mean, last time you competed was what? World Team Trials.
Yeah.
June?
I guess you've competed more recently than me.
Yeah. But that was one match. But that's a long time, and especially since you're new to the RTC life. So, but I think you're doing it. You're finding the balance because, like you said, you can help these guys, and not only are you doing the workouts with them. So when it is time to lock in, you're just focused on yourself, but it's not hard to get in shape.
Just to
get
get
ready.
that quick little peak.
Get that peak, and then it's freestyle, like we were saying. It's just like you go overseas, you might get 3-4 matches, and then you're back and it's chill, recover, as opposed to trying to get ready to go again. So it's easy to lock in once you get that date, and get that fire going. So I find myself getting excited to watch these guys compete. It's like, obviously I want to wrestle too, but that's how I keep my fire. Like, man, these guys, I'm right there with these guys. They're fired up. They're ready to get after it. Watch when it's my turn.
Yeah, right.
I'll
That's
be ready.
what I'm saying. Right. So hopefully we get some of those dates soon. Huskers compete this Friday, 6 p.m. against Brown. Following that right after will be Mizzou. That's going to be a fire duel. James, thank you.
Hey, thanks for having me, man. This is cool. I enjoy myself. It's nice.
Hey, well, that's awesome. And this is Takedown Tuesday on 93.7 The Ticket.